Gurubhyo Namaha, Namo Namaha. Welcome to session 7 of Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga. Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopakarotam Prabharam Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Abahu Purushakaram Shangvichakrasidarinam Sagasrasirasham Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Srimate Anantaya Nagarajaya Namo Namaha. Welcome to session 7. The last session we saw Sutra number 3 and 4 of chapter 1. Now we will see Sutra number 12. Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tannirodha. By practice and dispassion, one can achieve the restriction, the regularization, the cessation of thoughts. That's what the meaning is. To complete this sutra, we have to supply the word bhavati. Abhyasa vairagyabhyam tannirodha bhavati. In this mula, the words, there are only two words. Abhyasa vairagyabhyam, one word. Tannirodha, the second word. Both the words are compound words. Abhyasa vairagyabhyam, compound word. Tannirodha is a compound word. Like Rama and Lakshmana. That is a Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha is equal to Rama Lakshmanau. This is called Dvandva Samasa. For Sanskrit student, they will appreciate. Similarly, Abhyasaha cha, Vairagyam cha, Abhyasa Vairagye. Tebhyam, by that, Tebhyam, Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam. So this is a Dvandva Samasa. And similarly, Tan Nirodha. Tan Nirodha is a Sashti Tatpurusha Samasam. Tesham Nirodha. Tesham Nirodha is equal to Tat Nirodha. The Tat Nirodha, because of Sandhi, because whenever there is a compound word, the Sandhi is a must. There is a verse to that effect. Samhita ekapade nitya nitya dhatu upasargayoho nitya samase samhita samase nitya syat. Then vakye tu sa means samhita vivaksham apekshate. So whenever there is a compound word, the sandhi is must. So here we say that Tesham Nirodha is equal to Tat Nirodha. The Tat Nirodha becomes Tad Nirodha by a Sandhi called Jashwa Sandhi. Because Sandhi is a must, Jashwa Sandhi. That is, this is Panini's Ashtadhyayi, 8th chapter, that is then second section, 39th sutra. Jashwa Sandhi, Jalam Jashonde, that is a sutra. Then that Tad Nirodha becomes Tan Nirodha by Anunasika Sandhi, sutra number 8.445. So the Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam, we saw it is a Dvandva Samasa. Tan Nirodha, we saw that it is Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa and two Sandhis, Jashwa Sandhi and Anunasika Sandhi. These are all Sanskrit students for their benefit. Then after then, what is the complete then sutra then? Abhyasena cha, Vairagyena cha, Tesham Chitta Vritti Nirodha Bhavati. Meaning what? With practice and dispassion, these modifications of the mind, they are restrained. Okay, that is the meaning. The same thing has been mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 35. Asamshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Same thing. He addresses Arjuna as Mahabahu. Mahabahu means what? A person who has got a wide shoulder, strong shoulder, Bhujabala. So what is the meaning? Why he is addressing Arjuna as Mahabahu? He says, just because a person is physically strong, it doesn't mean that he has got a mind control. For him also the mind, controlling of the mind is difficult because the mind is restless. So by practice and dispassion only it can be achieved or attained. This Abhyasa Vairagya, though both are to be employed together, they are like the wings of the birds, okay? And they are not mutually exclusive, they are complementary. Abhyasa without Vairagya can become forceful. Abhyasa without Vairagya can become forceful. Similarly, Vairagyam, that is dispassion, without Abhyasaha, without practice, can become passive. So both have to be together. Both are employed together. Then there is an important analogy given. The mind modification, the thoughts are compared to the flow of a river. The flow of a river. What happens? Like the river, what are the river can either flow towards the ocean and merge into the ocean, or it can flow towards the land. So the same way the mind can flow towards the object, sense object, outbound mind, it can go out and get distracted, get into trouble, or the mind can go towards dispassion, discernment, okay, discernment, viveka. It can flow towards viveka and attain kaivalyam. So what happens? The vairagya, what does it do? The vairagya reduces the tendency of the mind to go outward and weakens the tendency. And abhyasa, what does it do? It strengthens the mind to flow towards viveka, discrimination, so that kaivalya can be attained. So both vairagya and viveka both are required. Okay. Then, so what does vairagya do? Now we will compare vairagya with abhyasa. Vairagya weakens the flow of thoughts towards the sense object. Vairagya weakens the flow of thought towards sense object, and abhyasa strengthens the flow towards discrimination, viveka. Vairagyam reduces attachment towards sense object, and abhyasa repeatedly establishes the desired direction, that is liberation. Vairagyam removes opposing current, and abhyasa strengthens the liberating current. What is the final result? So the mind's tendency to go towards the object is weakened, and the mind tendency move towards discernment, viveka, is strengthened. Ultimately, the river, the flow of the mind is compared to river, which reaches the destination of the ocean of kaivalya or liberation. Now, if you want to make a flow chart of whatever I said, you can just write Chitta the Nadi at the top, then make two branches. One is Vishaya Abhimukhi, meaning tending to go towards sense object, resulting into samsara. The time and again taking birth and death and suffering and enjoyment, everything, fleeting enjoyment. The other one is Viveka Abhimukhi, meaning flowing towards Viveka, discernment, which leads to Kaivalyam. Then when the Vishayam Abhimukhi, or sense objects tendency, that is reduced by, weakened by Vairagya. Then the Viveka flow, the current towards Viveka, is strengthened by Abhyasa. Then what happened? The Viveka Marga is strengthened, which result into Chitta Vritti Nirodha. the restrainment of the mental modification or the thoughts. Okay, then ultimately one gets liberation or kaivalyam. Ramananda Saraswati in his commentary he says that this Abhyasa Vairagya is for Uttama Adhikari. Already these people they have some pieces, they are seniors. They have achieved the concentration of the mind by the practice of yama, niyama, asana, pranaya, pratyahara time and again. So here for them the abhyasa means, the abhyasa is for uttamadhikari, so it means only dharana, dhyana and samadhi. Because they are the 5 first angas, they have been practicing regularly or they have attained some mastery over that 5 angas. So this concludes the Sutra 12 of Pada 1. Now we will keep traveling. Thanks for the opportunity. Gurubhyo Namaha. Namo Namaha.